Hello. Oh, it's kind of a bit fucked up. There we go. Nexty's already waiting in here. Free stuff. Hello, Happy.
It calls to you.
All right. Music on. Yeah. I can't. I got. What's up, Easy? How we doing? What's up, girl? You coming up? Hello. Hello. I got the kitten as well. We on the Leap Quake Barb today, baby. Hello. Gonna sit on my TV? No? Okay. Never mind. Sleeves are a little short. Maybe I just use it like this. What's this cool costume? It's my spooky Halloween costume. You like it? Very scary. I'm a Teletubby. Look. Hello. It's built. Look at how it's built, dude. It makes you look like extra thick. It's the whole thing as well. Look. Hey. It's a shame I couldn't get the stream to come up on here. That'd be cool. We do that next time. I'll learn how to do it. Get my hands out here. Hell yeah, dude. Tinky Winky in the house. Woo! Uh-oh, Tubby Custard. Very spooky stream today, boys. All right. We are quaking, are we? I guess we're trying to. I got some fat materials yesterday, didn't I? Oh, I run out of obusite. All right, we're gonna try some some obusite farming in Infernal Hordes with Leap Quake. See how it goes. A harmony. With a 6 cap. Yes, yes, we will. Hopefully, I don't end up needing to go for a pee in this fucking thing. I tell you what. All right, here it is. Gee, it's colder than I was expecting. Yeah. The tribute of refinement is just really rare, Nexty. This costume was not made for people my size. Like the sleeves, it's like a t-shirt. Oh, cooldown's an issue. I got the Shaco attack, yeah. Boing, 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 boing. I feel like it could be way better than it is, but right now it's kind of like too easy to accidentally get no cooldown on it. Like that. Yeah, that's not doing too hot. Ooh. Well, these like one group of enemies without the strides, it's kind of like rip. Morning, Abu Ali. How you doing, man? This one, I guess. We're in Fizzer Bubble. Oh yeah, I'm still not using, what's it called? Still not using territorial. Man, how did I not hit multiple enemies with that? Getting screwed on the cooldown reduction here a little bit. Not very good. Trying to hit the cooldown reduction is rough. Itchy, boys. Things made out of like neuroprene or something. Hell yeah, dude. Tinky Winky in this bitch. Real spooky Halloween vibes. Nothing scarier than a Teletubby, dude. Demonic things. It's good, isn't it? It looks so fucking stupid. Oh, I love it. The best part about it is it doesn't fit me at all. It's like for kids. It's like really small. It's like a pair of it's like shorts and a t-shirt. Why are we not working, dude? This ain't a very good run. I'm not gonna try and front. Like, Leave Quake kind of let me down here a little bit. The damage is decent, it's just the cooldown reduction sucks. But the nutty thing about that is I have a lot of cooldown reduction. So it should be way higher than this. The rage chest as well. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's so much. We're giving up so much for making it to work. I might give it a try. See if we can at least get the leaps to go off all the time. Because that's really what I'm after. I got a yawn. Ah! Alright, let's try it. Let's give it a go. No harm in trying. I am thirsty. It's itchy. I should have shaved my beard off first. Invigorating Hellborn. That will kind of scuff the feeling of the build, because that will give me like permanent cooldown reduction, wouldn't it? Oh no, I still didn't get the reset. Definitely a lot smoother though. Boing, 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 boing. Man, how is the cooldown still not coming off? I guess this one for the last one. Oh man, I need some tubby toast and I need some tubby custard to go with that bad boy. Hell yeah, dude. How you doing, Fail? You like it? I thought this was a pretty scary outfit, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I tried to go for Tipsy first. Tinky Winky wasn't the first choice. But to be fair, the color's on point. I like purple. Absolutely popping off, mate. Doesn't fit me in the slightest. It's like a t-shirt. Look at that. It's for kids. I swear. It's like it's like shorts and a t-shirt. I think that's what that really adds to the aesthetic, you know? Nice, cheap, ill-fitted Halloween costume. Always the way. This build is still not rocking too good, though. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, purple's my favorite color, so that's just a happy coincidence as well. So a lot of my stuff is purple. But yeah, I mean, you're going to get a nice big MOBA logo on this one next time. I think I'll talk to the boss. Try and get one custom made. See what we can do. And bosses are not too bad, right? Bosses reasonable. Still not as good as Whirlwind. I don't know if it can be as good as Whirlwind, so no, to be fair, without the territorial glyph rocking, it's a little unfair to compare the two at the moment. I should probably go get that. That should be the next thing I do. Yeah. What's that? Boots. Ah, bugger. That was a sword. It could have been money. Ooh, amulet. What's on here then? Where is it to? I'll keep it. I'll keep it. That's kind of shit. Same old, same old. What are you boys up to for Halloween then? Anyone out on the town? Anyone trick or treating? Not that any of us are young enough to get away with doing that, but you know, maybe you got kids. Pop these in here. All right, let's go do some pit. No, I can't do this first. You watch Terrifier 3. Never heard of the Terrifier series. I've been watching a lot of horror this season, though. This month. I watched, the last one I watched about 2 days ago was the Anaconda movie, the first one. Dude, that was a fucking banger. It was such a cheesy shit movie. Loved every second of it. You taking the kids out doing the rounds? Easy survey. One thing I like about Korea, no trick or treat, so I don't have to answer my door. I'm introverted as fuck. I hate that. I hate strangers coming to my door and me having to answer it. Actual torture. Worst thing in the world for me. Made me cry every time. We'll kill these guys here. It's brutal. Was it like a gore horror kind of type deal? Speaking of things to watch, what was it? I saw a teaser for a new season of Jujutsu Kaisen. Anyone else? Any anime fans in here that perhaps saw that as well? Is that like coming out today? What's the deal there? I invite people to your home streaming. But you're not actually here in person. You know? I think there's a big difference. Also, I can't play ads on people that knock on my door. How could you imagine? You answer the door and you're just fucking holding an ad. That'd be so good. I think that's actually that's a good idea. I'm gonna start doing IRL ads for people who knock on my door. That would be that would be the money right there. There's a crazy slasher movie and the camera showing the full kill. Maybe I've seen clips of this. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check it out. Maybe I can pop it on and freak the wife out. Speaking of which, I don't know where my wedding ring went again. God damn it. Always losing that fucking thing. Would I lose a lot of DPS if I don't have the earthquake runes on the build fireball without? Which build, Digital Wizard? Would be build dependent, but I mean the earthquake aspect in general is a very high amount of DPS. Whirlwind, yeah, I mean you'd lose quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. Yeah, I'm not sure what you would put on instead. Like it's a core of the build. You need to get tech, like 100%. If you haven't got it, don't try the build. Oh crap! I went back to the wrong town. I was a little discombobulated there, so I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Yeah, if you're following an ultra endgame build and you don't have tech yet, you're probably way too early to go into that build. Way too early. If you don't have the expansion, then I would try follow a season 5, like a previous season Dust Devil Whirlwind build. I have one on my channel from like the last season. That will work because that's basically the main difference between the two is the runes. Hey, thank you, Martin. I picked it with due care and diligence. I thought you guys would appreciate this one. Real spooky Halloween costume. It's quite comfortable as well, actually. I was worried I'd be like cooking in it. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Doesn't fit for shit, but I mean, it's great otherwise. Oosh. Let me Digital Wizard, are you by any chance in my on my Discord? I know it's random, but are you on that by any chance? Challenge Shrine. Oh, now we're talking. If you can, could you jump in there? You're new? Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Send me, if you can, join the links in my description there. Send me a DM a minute so I have a DM for you. I might be able to sort you out with a code for the expansion. I got to double check that they're still active, but I might have a code there for you, mate. I'll try and dig it up. I'm not 100%, but I'm fairly certain I've got one somewhere. And kill this boss. Are you... Oh, actually, I should really ask before I get too excited. What platform are you on? PC, I hope. Please. It does need to be PC. Oh, that's rough. Bob, question, please. Go for it. You see Hota in max roll getting blood rage but not ripping or sword technique. Any idea why? You have to ask one of the max roll boys, I'm afraid. It's because you don't need to bleed enemies to get the damage bonus. The damage bonus is global. The bleeding just activates berserking, but the build will probably do that by itself somewhere else. Anyways. You're on PC? Perfect. Perfecto. That's what I wanted to hear. All right. Bear with me, Digital Wizard. I'm just trying to see if I can find... How do I find these bloody things? Vessel. No. I'll see if I can dig something up. I can't remember for certain, but I thought I had one. If I find it, I'm gonna try and shoot it over to you, Digital. But I'm not dead certain. The fact that I couldn't find it right away makes me a little bit worried. What's this one again? This is Dex. Okay, I don't have any Dex. I've gone back to the wrong town too as well, like an idiot. No, you don't. Uncle Lucas, you don't need it. I think I found a battle pass code, but I don't think the battle pass is any good to you. You need the expansion. Yeah, I thought I might have had codes for the expansion as well, but I'm not so certain anymore. I got one for the battle pass though. I mean, if you haven't already got that. Is this DPS up or DPS down? Do you already have the battle pass, Digital Wizard? Cooldown reduction makes me sad. If I die, this is my ghost outfit. To be fair, I'd pull it off. I'll be alright. Yeah, Bob's going pretty well. We're trying all the off-meta stuff at the moment. Messing around with Leap Quake at the mo, trying to see if we can get this to a point where it's like competitive with Whirlwind, but I don't know, like right now I'm struggling to see it just due to some pretty steep gear like requirements to make the cooldown reduction you know, perfecto. Kind of tough at the mo to get that rolling. But, I mean, I'm more or less there. Yeah, I mean, I answered it for you, Uncle Lucas. Are you not here? People have been asking that exact same question since Blood Rage came out in like season 2 or 3 or whatever the fuck it was. It's like everybody was asking the same question ever since. This is Tinky, yes, Stinky Winky. The big one. Just like me, dude. IRL. You finished the battle pass? Alright, alright. Well, I think if you unlock it, you get all of the stuff instantly. So let me hit you up with a code for that at least. You know, not to leave you here all deflated. At the very least, let me see if I can do that. Try that. Try that, see if that works. Gotta upgrade this some more. You're welcome, Uncle Lucas, mate. Hey, Kaori, how you doing? You min-max Necro move to D3? Wait, what? You went back to D3? How could you? I keep TPing back to the wrong town because I forget that my thing is favorited as here. And I keep scattling back to Kyovershad, now having to TP back every single time. We go up to verse 70 and it. Check your DMs. Check your DMs, mate. Got you a little summit. Little Halloween gift. Little treat. Boosh. Okay, cooldowns are absolutely pants. I'm not liking the way it feels before being like completely locked in, which I think is a problem for the build. If I got that greater affix Shaco with the cooldown at reduct, then the build would be, I think, pretty damn good probably. Oh, I've gone the wrong way then. Stuck on some terrain, as you do. Somehow lost all my cooldown. It doesn't help that like Giant Strides needs to be maxed as well, and that's probably like a 60 bill fucking aspect for no reason whatsoever. What Diablo game do you think is the best? The only one I've played is D4, so I would have to say D4. Hey Judge, how you doing, man? Good morning. Oh, good. Yeah, so anytime I accidentally hit just like one enemy, I just get screwed. But if I had a maxed Giant Stride, that wouldn't be a problem. So kind of gated by the aspect here for smoothness, which is rough. That's probably the main reason this is happening, is because it's when I hit only one enemy, I end up with a 1 second cooldown. As long as I hit 2 enemies, or if I hit no enemies, I'm fine. But hitting just one, that's problematic. And so it's surprisingly easy to do because the size of Leap, like the earthquakes are massive, but Leap itself is quite a small hitbox. And even when you're stood in a group of enemies, it's not impossible to only land on one of them somehow. So like that, see, I just did it then, and that pretty big group of enemies somehow only hit one. You just play D2 Resurrected? I'd be half tempted to if I could find the time to play it. I mean, it looks pretty fun, to be fair, and especially with the, you know, with the modern day remake, it could probably be fairly entertaining. But I just never seem to bloody have the time, honestly. Yeah, we going boing, 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 dude. In the app, so if you go into the BattleNet launcher, Digital Wizard, and you go to like my account, there should be a button that just says redeem code. You'll be all right. Worst comes to worst, just just Google how to redeem BlizzardNet like code. Ordering Ghosty. What was I doing? Spending monies. Yes, spending monies. What do I want again? I don't know. Amulets? Nope. How is that territorial glyph doing? 140. Out of all builds, my favorite is always Whirlwind. Every time, dude. Big Whirlwind enjoy. What can I say? It is the funnest, most bestest build ever. I do enjoy it. Hey, Love Head Knight, what are you doing on YouTube all of a sudden, mate? What's with the change of the change of platform? You confused me there. Yeah, you like it though? Tinky Winky locked in, ready to play, dude. You found it? Easy. Let me know if it works okay, Wizard. It's a bit of an old one, so I'm not too sure. I just got a few of those rattling around. Yeah, Tinky Winky. With the Stinky Winky? I don't know. Will I be posting a Leap build guide? I will. I'll probably lock this one down tonight. I'm getting a good idea of where it's going to be. There is a pretty high gear requirement for this one, though, fair warning. In order to get the leaps to a point where you can like just kangaroo around non-stop without getting these like interruptions like I'm having, your gear's gonna have to be pretty fucking locked in. And you're gonna want, for the best experience, you're gonna want a maxed out giant stride aspect. Good luck. Good fucking luck with that. With how impossible they are to get your hands on at the moment, absolutely no fucking chance, dude. Absolutely no chance. Like they're probably like, someone's selling one on the marketplace, I imagine, for like 50, 60 bill. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Nah, easy, Wizard, mate. Easy. Always happy to give a little when I can. What's better, Ramladani 4GA with 0.3 damage per point, or 1GA max 3? The second one, 0 static. The most important stat by far is the legendary, you know, the unique affix, followed by the resource. The overpowered damage, the vulnerable, is it crit? It's crit now, isn't it? The crit damage are like whatever. Strength is moderately decent, but yeah, I would take a unique affix max roll over a 4G 8.3 every day of the week. What redeem code? Redeem code for my Only Barb's account. Tier 1 access for a month to Hot Barb Pictures. Hey, what's up, Kamek Grind? How you doing, man? I mean, if you have a GA-CDR Shaco, Luke, it will play better than what you see here. This is without one. So, but the important thing to remember is the cooldown reduction's capped at 70%, right? So there's only like a certain amount you can get it down to by baseline, which I think is like 4 seconds. I don't think you can get it too much lower than 4.2. I'll have to look into that. But what you need is if your giant stride is max rolled, as long as you hit one enemy, you will only have a 0.5 second cooldown. Instead of me, I have a 1.5 second cooldown. So when I miss like that, I just stand around for 1.5 seconds like an idiot. And it just feels, when it happens, it feels really bad. Because you can't do anything with this build. If you can't leap, you can't do anything. So that's kind of that's the sticking point for the build. You get it down to 4 seconds. There is a number of ways you can do that. GA Shaco, loads of core ranks. Oh, sorry, loads of ranks to the skill. You know, you can get ranks through here. You can get ranks here, which can definitely help. But you get it down to 4 seconds. You get a max roll giant stride, and then you basically never have that issue. But that's a really high gear requirement. It's like, oh yeah, you just need a Shaco, greater affix roll on the brawling skills and on the leap skills, and you also need a max roll giant stride, or it's going to be clunky. Oh, and by the way, it's not as strong as like the best build in the game, like for the Barb. So you know you're having to go really far out of your way to play a certain way, like, which is fun, but it's a hella high investment for an off meta build or like a non S tier build. Well, I mean, I'm doing pit 70s really easily. Like, I'm speed farming pit 70, so it's not weak, but it's not mighty throw either. Hey, there he is. Oh, right. You can watch wherever you prefer, Wizard. I'm live on both at all times, so, you know, wherever you're most comfortable viewing, mate. It doesn't matter to me. Which is better? GA on Call of the Ancients cooldown reduction, but the Dust Devil damage. Oh, just the GA cooldown reduction. Every other stat on that piece of gear is whatever. So the one with the highest cooldown reduction. The Ancients do like absolutely no damage. So the increased damage unique affix is one of the few items in the game that particular stat does not work very well. Oh, it doesn't really matter. All right, okay. This Teletubby is pretty thirsty. I gotta go refill on my tubby custard. Be right back. Oosh. All right. Now we got that out of the way. Isn't the Dust Devil doing great damage? The one from the Ancient? Not really. He never, like, it never hits the enemies. I don't know if you've seen, but the Ancient, the Dust Devil always goes behind him, away from enemies. It, like, actually never hits anything. All right. Where are we at now? Wait, where is it? 142. We're getting like 2% per upgrade. 75? Can it be done? Any Deathblow build? It's okay. Like B tier within the Barbarian. Other than that, I would find it hard to recommend investing into a Deathblow build unless you just really like it. you'll have a harder time getting stuff done. It's not terrible though. I mean, you would get to like a pit 90, which is very respectable. I think you'd be able to kill uber bosses very well, but hordes and stuff, Undercity would be pretty painful. Okay, so we're sticking a little bit on a pit 35, 75, sorry, 35. Jesus, that would be terrible. I think I was doing more damage when I had Wrath. You'll have to link it to me on Discord. Links are disabled on Twitch. I don't know how to turn them back on. I need to talk to one of my mods about that. But I mean, it'd be easier just to tell me what damage it's doing. All right. Is it your own build accent? Is that what that is? You have to give me a second, by the way, mate. I got to finish this pit real quick. See? How, dude? Oh, so painful. That's a lot of tornadoes. Pushing 97 with it. Oh, that's pretty damn good. Why am I moving like that when I can move like this? No, I don't think I need to stick around as much as I do. If I can like just stack up a bunch, I think I can just move on, right? They'll die. A blasting shrine. Yeah, it seems like maybe I'm sticking around too long. I just figure out how many is enough to kill an enemy and then just kind of move on to the next. Oh, Jesus. I've been scammed. Oh, of course I hit one enemy. Why wouldn't I? There it is. Thank you, Chapper, mate. It is pretty good, isn't it? Boing, 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 boing. $75. Where is this then? Where is this? I don't see any, I don't have any message or anything for what's it called? From your accent. I have no idea. I can't see it. You guys want to see something cool though? This is me sending a golf ball into outer space. Look at this absolute Chad swing. Look at me go. Bam! Like a fucking gunshot. Pretty proud of that. Sorry about the audio there. That was way louder than I was expecting. Oh, what the fuck? Try it again. Where are you sending it, accent? Because I'm not getting any message and I don't see any notification in any of my channels. Are you sure you're sending it to me and not just to some other person? It's just like, the fuck is this? Private? I haven't got any messages, mate. You must be getting spammed out. Oh, you are getting spammed. No, wait, no, that's not you. That's somebody else. No, I got no message requests. And this spam isn't you. So I don't know where it is. You sent it on Twitch? Oh, of all places. Ay, ay, caramba. Is it porn? I don't know, actually. Oh, my boy's on the super ultra wide. I'm envious. I am envious. Let's have a look. What kind of damage have we got here? Christ, you have to do some setup for that. Playing, what are we playing? Combat Bash, Hota Upheaval. Oof. That's tough. 124 mil. Dude, where's the upheaval though? 34 bill. There it is. Oh, damn, dude. You're playing violent upheaval as well. I mean, they're hitting fucking big, but yeah, you is playing a piano there, my boy. That's good damage, though. I mean, 30, 40 bill. Yeah, that's good. That rotation makes me, like, my hands hurt thinking about it. That's good damage, though. Yeah, I was hitting like a fucking truck for sure. It's fun. I've already got arthritis, and all I did was watch the video. Good damage though, like seriously good damage. Glyph's level 100 on that or what? That's big damage though. 30, 40 bill. That's like that's the highest I think I've seen a barb hit. Like in a single attack, that's probably the highest I've seen a barb hit. So it is pretty impressive. What's up, dude? We potion, dude. We potion. Can I jump over here, please? Thank you. Obviously, I hit one enemy. This guy's kind of tanky, though. Hey, Doom Guy. Enjoying the Barb? I always enjoy the Barb. I only play the Barb, mate. Barb main for life, dude. It feels always a little bit weak. It's a little bit more gear dependent than the other classes for sure. Once you get through that barrier though, always a good class. Always a good class. You just gotta stick with it. Even with a scuffed leap quake build, we can do a pit 80, right? And we're probably gonna do this pretty slow because, like I said, it's scuffed. But hey, I mean, we're gonna get it done, I reckon. I spent a bit too much time on that mob pack, though. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, it's the worst kind of enemies for this type of build. Like having these enemies that have the triple affix ones with no supporting mobs, really bad for me because I don't get the cooldown because my giant strides aspect is caca poo poo. Yeah, so now I'm just like sat here with a 2-second cooldown every time. Literal worst case scenario. It just randomly died as well. That was interesting. I got the same enemy type again. This is the worst dungeon ever. Couldn't have been a worse dungeon, boys. Couldn't have been worse. I just like randomly exploded at low HP, which is pretty weird. I better not get too excited and move on too quickly because these dungeons are terrible sometimes. Why are they like so spread out? Ah, it's a banshee. Nice. Oh, that should get her. That should get her, dude. No, they don't need a buff. They don't need to buff the other classes. They just need to fix the Spiritborn. Real talk. The other the other classes are well balanced. If you remove the Spiritborn from the equation, the game is actually pretty balanced this season. They just need to fix the Spiritborn. You're not supposed to be able to do a pit 150, boys. Like it's not supposed to be like achievable. Because if every class was as strong as the Spiritborn, what's the point in even having Torment 4 if you wouldn't even notice the difference between Torment 4 and Easy? It's like the difficulties choice in the game is completely removed if everything's that powerful. If you play the Barb now, it's like actually then why put it in the game? Well, that's a silly question. Come on, Ryan. You know why they put it in the game. It's a new class. They didn't mean for it to be like ultra busted. I'm pretty sure they meant for it to be a little bit stronger, but it wasn't supposed to be like insano style, like 50,000 times more powerful than the other classes. Pit 50, it's just an arbitrary number, right? Because you know, if they put in like an unlimited number, it would just be weird. Then people would probably complain that they could only get to like 150, or like, you know, people would want to go up into the thousands or some shit like that. It's the same with AOC. Like AOC wasn't really ever supposed to be completed, but they put a cap in on that as well. I don't really understand it. They put a goal in and then say you're not supposed to be able to achieve it, but that's how they've been doing it. But think about the damage that's required to do a pit 50 of 150. It's like you need to be doing trillions upon trillions of DPS. If your class, or if every class is that powerful, Torment 4 is meaningless, completely meaningless, because you can one-shot like everything, like super easily. You can one-shot everything in Torment 4 by the time you do a pit 100, and it's like comparatively. A 150 is just, it's dumb. Like it shouldn't be the benchmark for like a meta class. I think a more healthy for the game goal would be for the S tier classes to be in and around 110, 120. Like 120 being the absolute max, and then most builds being around the 90 to 100 mark, because at that point a fully min-maxed build will feel really strong in Torment 4, but when it's like, you know, still in progress, it would, you know, it'd be struggling. You know, Torment 4 would actually have some value or some impact as a difficulty setting. That's how I think they should do it, and that's how I'd really like to see them do it. They just need to bring the Spiritborn back to reality by fixing the bugs. And then try and keep the balance as close to what it is now. And I think they'll be in a really, really good spot. Goes up to tier 16 and D3. And that's problematic. You don't want 16 difficulties. I mean, that's madness. Absolute madness. I think it has too many as it is, personally. Like, you got 4, you got 8, right? You got 8. You got normal, hard, expert, penitent, and torment 1, 2, 3, 4. There's too many. Because you end up... The way that you play the game right now is you just play... There's 20? Dude, the fuck, dude. That's so bad. No, that sucks, dude. Because, like, all you do is you play... Like, you just always play the hardest, right? Whatever available to you. So... the way, like, the optimal way to level this season is to play normal until you unlock torment, and then just do torment 1, 2, 3, 4 straight away. You spend 0 minutes, 0 seconds in anything besides normal while leveling for the first time, and then the second time you just use penitent the whole way. So you use 1 difficulty to get to level 60, and then you go into the pit and immediately unlock torment 4. So if they just removed everything in between normal and torment 4, people would, like, I feel like we play the game in a very similar way. Honestly, I think they probably have data that shows that people play the game slightly differently than we do in general. But that's the problem with having too many, because, like, even like casual players would skip multiple tiers if there was like 20 of them. I honestly think 8 is too much. 6 perhaps. I liked the idea of 4. I thought 4 was a good balance. They still had the issue where, like, basically everyone just went straight to world tier 4, right? But still, 8 is pretty insane. 20 is madness. I'm not Grimace, I'm Tinky Winky, bro. The Barb is super strong. You play Mighty Throw and you can do billions upon billions of DPS. You can do a pit 116. You can do every torment boss in, like, literally half a second. You are strong. Even Whirlwind absolutely melts bosses. Oh, I got the damage reduction to survive that, which is good, at least. Okay, so probably not pushing much past an 80 with this current version of the build, to be fair. A little slow, a little slow. Well, that's the thing. Torment 4 is supposed to be the super hard tier. It just isn't for Spiritborn. Like that's why Spiritborn needs to be brought back. I feel like most people will have a pretty good progression through the world tiers. Like, you don't just jump straight into World Tier 4 or Torment 4 on most of the classes, unless you already have, like, a full set of gear ready to go. You have to kind of work through them pretty well, which I think is pretty decent. I like the way it felt. When I leveled, like, I actually had to spend some time in Torment 3 the first time I leveled. So I did normal all the way to max level. Then I went straight to Torment 3, basically. I had to stay there for a little while. But if I had to stay there for a little while, it means that most players probably had to go through the tiers pretty slowly, which is what the intended progression is. I like that. I think that is good. We shouldn't be doing trillions of DPS. We should shouldn't really be doing much more, in my opinion, than like 25 to 30 DPS with a fully decked out build. That will be enough to get you to like a pit 110, pit 115. After that, I feel like it's unnecessarily powerful. You're loving the whirlwind, Bob? Good to hear, LD. Yeah, actually having to like work through the world tiers, it does feel rewarding. That's the whole idea. That's the whole point. This mask is a little small. But I think the things are not so bad for the Barb. I mean, Leap Quake is, you know, obviously looking all right. I think there's a lot of growing room for this build. Certainly my version of it, like the actual gear I have and everything like that, is poop. So that is not helping in the slightest. Then you have Whirlwind is absolutely popping off. It easily can clear pit 90 up to 100 once your gear gets really logged in, and it's fantastic for all other content in the game. Mighty Throw's a pretty goddamn strong pit pusher. Good all-round build, definitely the best for killing bosses as well, which is really good. Then Death Blow, Upheaval, they're looking like fairly strong contenders for like a B tier build. B tier builds, by the way, still do like a pit 90 pretty easily with decent gear. They'll probably have issues pushing to 100. And they have other issues like Upheaval and Death Blow. Biggest problem with both of them is just the way that they work mechanically, that it's very hard to speed farm with them. Even if you're doing like billions of DPS, just because of the nature of how the attacks work, they just always will be like A or B tier. Because imagine trying to do a horde effectively with Upheaval. It's going to be really tough. And then you know, you have a bunch of builds that will get you to Torment 4, but probably won't do like super amaze balls like Double Swing, Rend, and all that kind of stuff. Charge will probably be pretty fun, but as long as you're not trying to like fight a boss. If you have to fight a boss, you're screwed. That build's alright. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do here, Doom, but we'll get back into it. Leveling, if you're coming back into the game, Doom, by the way, I see your question there, mate. Do the campaign, do the new campaign first. You'll basically finish that at max level, and it's pretty quick as well. You need to do it in order to unlock the new like zone properly and all of that jazz anyways. So get the new campaign done, and you'll be good to go. After that, leveling up is pretty much just going to be like Hell Tides, Nightmare Dungeons, the same old. It's just much quicker now. It takes most people like 5-6 hours to level. It's not too bad. Pretty easy. Not shabby. I mean, if you're a blaster, I'd be surprised if it would not be too difficult to do it in like 3 hours, but you'd have to really be dialed in like a fuck. Or if you have somebody to boost you through pit, you can get to max level in like 20 minutes. Not that I recommend that, because you still need to do the campaign. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. I do have to update my Mighty Throw build as well with the discovery that the double damage temper on Mighty Throw doesn't work. I think we're gonna have to swap to just a chance, you know, lucky hit chance to do like X amount of fire damage or some shit. Hey Chronix, how you doing, man? What's it? I'm Tinky Winky, buddy. It's Halloween. So, you know, I thought I'd dress up all spooky like for everybody. Or I hope it's Halloween. If it's not, then I guess I get to wear it again tomorrow. It looks good. Thank you, mate. That's just me, though, to be fair. I'm carrying this costume. How's it crack-a-lacking, mate? You enjoying, you still on this torchlight thing or what? I've been playing that new card game, or like kind of card game, new strategy game, The Bazaar. Fucking addictive ass shit, dude. It's bonkers. Hey, good to see you're enjoying it, mate. It looks like a lot of fun. I mean, it looks fun and like quirky. I like the graphics and the style of the cosmetics, dude. I'm afraid to start playing that because I'm like, I'm gonna buy everything, dude. Watch me do it. I already bought like the ultimate super duper founders edition of the Bazaar, so you know. But to be fair, it comes with an original, like it comes with the soundtrack in a 1 of 5,000 final record, which, you know, an actual final record, a collectible. Can't wait. You love the graphics? Yeah, that little that rocket cosmetic that you had, Lou, I like that kind of stuff. I think it's sick. I think it's fun. I like that kind of not serious, cartoony kind of style a lot. That's big money for me. Dangerous, arguably. Try the Bazaar though, mate, if you can. Try and... I don't know if you like Hearthstone or TFT. It's kind of like a combination of the two. It's really cool. It's a really unique format. So it's essentially... It's an auto-battler deck builder. And the way that it works is you basically... Have you ever done an adventure on Hearthstone? You know what, like, you know how that works, where you kind of go from like monster encounter to monster encounter, and then like in between the rounds you get to pick like new cards. You got shops, you got random events, you've got like Gamba, and there's no like decks per se. Like each hero has their own pool of cards, but even then you can cross-pollinate. So you do like 3 monster waves, and then you do a player wave, and then you do 3 monster waves, and then you do a player wave. And it's not like a last man standing, it's like a best of 12, so it just kind of cycles you in against like random people every time that you need to fight a player. Fucking sick format. So you're basically doing like a roguelike TFT Hearthstone playthrough every single time. And I thought to myself, I was like, oh, you know, it looks good. I'll give it a try. And I'm usually pretty skeptical, and I'm like pretty hard to impress. I played it for like fucking 6 hours today. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna call him sick on stream. Fuck this. I'm playing all day. Oh yeah, it's dope. It's really fun. Really, really, really fun. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. And I was thinking, like, I don't know if I'll throw it into a stream, but I'm probably going to try and do some YouTube content on it. And then if I get, you know, if I get some interest, then I'll maybe try and throw a stream in or two or whatever. You know what I mean? Fucking great game. Good fun. Leap Quake, don't let me down, boy. What am I getting shat on for? Where's my damage? That's what I want to know. Probably good to play on trips on mobile. Winky, winky. Yeah, who knows, baby? Who knows? Yeah, maybe I could be going. So actually, I think the embargo lifts tomorrow on that. Then I'll be able to talk about it publicly. I have to double check. But I think most of my stream know that on the 7th, I'm going away for the weekend. I'm going to LA for a top secret event that I'm fairly certain I can tell you more details on the 1st of November, but not before. But I will be away the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. Well, those are my days. No, those are your days, yeah. Top secret bar buffs? Yeah, why not? Why not? But no, not Diablo related. It's Teletubby related news. Hey Wolf, yeah, we're Tinky Winky, buddy. Check it out. Check it out, dude. What's on TV? I don't know. I don't know. Is it a microwave or a TV? If it's a microwave, that's pretty cash money. How are we doing now? 150, dude. 150. All right, we got all of it. 7.6 out of like, what's the total? It's not, well, it's not 30, that's for sure. 14.2. Wait, do I already get that many from the extra? No, it can't be, right? Surely not. 10.4 is when it's maxed out, correct? All right, we'll do some more. But I'll fill you guys in on what I'm doing as of when I can. But yeah, I will be away for a little while. Just a couple of days. Ah, I didn't have that on. Brr. Somebody's still on my grave. Who did it? Doom guy, whirlwind for sure, mate. Whirlwind for sure. No contest. Ah, easy Chronix. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Go play the Bazaar. I promise you, mate. Play the Bazaar. You won't regret it. And all of you, play the Bazaar. You won't regret it. Fucking quality game. Really, really enjoyed it. I'm shit you not. I'm probably gonna stay up too late tonight playing it after stream. It's fun. You research your PoE videos, and you've got until December, homie. You'll be fine. You hit the ceiling. How far did you get, Kiori? What was the ceiling? Are you thinking what, PoE 1 Chronix or PoE poo? Got Pit 90? That's respectable though. That's respectable. Pit 90 is good. I don't care what everybody else says. They'll be like, Pit 90, dude. I could make a spirit board and do that in one day. So yeah, I just fucking buy some cheats and make me do unlimited damage too. I do it quickly. A lot of systems are transferable. Oh, is it? I thought it's like quite different in a lot of ways. Oh, tubby bedtime. Oh yeah, the bosses must be a fucking nightmare with thorns. That's a mechanical issue with thorns though. They need some better like better tools for thorns to apply its damage. I'm always available, mate. I'm always available, Chronix. Like, we haven't had a call in a while, mate. If you ever want to chat, by all means, just reach out to me. I'm always around. Like, even though I'm streaming like pretty short hours these days, I'm always around, mate. Always. Especially for you, baby. Mwah. Right, go and enjoy your stream. Shout out for Chronix, by the way. I gotta do that right now. I'll do this mid-run because I'm crazy, dude. Shout out Chronix. My boy, my homie. We come up together from the Twitch hoods. Literally. me and Chronix, I actually came up in the Diablo directory together, so give my man a follow. Check him out. Big Diablo blaster. And currently playing Torchlight Infinite, which is a really cartoony, fun, fast ARPG that I've played. I enjoy. I just I just can't play anything but Diablo, it seems. But it's a pretty fucking sick game. You should check it out. Always, mate. Always. Who's Chronix? Never heard of yet. Oh, dude, that's rude. What do you mean? He's famous. More famous than me. Hey, one axe. Also, did I see some subs? Did I see Doomgay? Oh shit, Doomguy. Sorry. Hey, that wasn't intentional. That was a Freudian slip. Okay, Doomguy, thank you for the 2 gifted subs, man. I appreciate that. No, I didn't say that on purpose. I'm serious. That was an accident. that was hand on my heart. That was a fucking accident. Seriously. Damn it, dude. What's wrong with me? I can't trust my fucking brain, it seems. What am I doing here? Why wouldn't this fucking thing die? Wait, what's this? Too much tubby custard, mate. This is messing up my words. Yeah, just give me a little bit more cooldown reduction. This build would be slick as fuck. How much? You know, I'm going to check. I'm going to see how much a max roll giant stride is. Or does anybody here have one by any chance? I don't often ask for gear, but somebody please have a max roll giant stride aspect that I can pinch. Because that would be fucking god tier. Like, that would actually take this build from like a kind of clunk fest to a really smooth speed farmer, I think. That's the only thing that I think I need to make a huge difference in how well it plays. Nah, I don't exaggerate. Never. Never, ever, 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 ever have I exaggerated in my entire life. Not even once. And that's also not an exaggeration. I love these enemies. They're the best. Why are they getting executed? Is it because I'm using what? I thought that was only non-elites. There we go. I can't like see like on a boss when you can just like bash the buttons like you're supposed to. It feels great. Feels good, dude. Damage is not too shabby. Like for what it is, pretty damn good, dude. Like a tier 80 torment. No, sorry, not a tier 80 torment. A tier 80 pit boss is a pretty tanky in regards to non-spiritborn stuff. It does do pretty short work of them. And I wouldn't be surprised if you could get a pretty considerable amount of DPS on top of what I'm doing here as well. Because I don't think my gear is particularly good. Not for this build anyways. Hit all of those, dude. Cash money. Am I a Teletubby? No, you're a Teletubby, dude. This is how I always dress. Every stream's like this. You just never noticed. You're never paying any attention to me. What'd I get? What'd I get? What'd I get? Well, that's bad. Let us see how much a max aspect giant stride is selling for. If there's even one on the auction house, I'd be very surprised. Oh, that's itchy. It's really itching up my beard. Items. Let's have a look together, everybody. Let's have a look. All right, filter. Legendary aspects. Giant strides. Boom. 1.3, 1.3, 1.9. 3.5 is a max roll, by the way. Why does it say 25? 13 seconds per enemy hit. That's 2.5, 2.5. That's all of them. So there isn't one. There's not a single giant strides on the auction house as a max roll. 2.5 is what I have. I'm guessing that means 1.3. That's 2.5, 1.9. 3 is good. It's on make offer and the guy's not been online in 3 days. So that's obviously bad. 1 bill for this? It's a piece of shit. 800 mil for this? There's nothing on it. 2 bill for that? There's nothing on that either. Yo, people are smoking crack. These prices are brain dead. That piece of gear is not even worth selling. Nobody's gonna buy that. Why would anyone buy it? Why would anyone buy any of that shit? It's garbage. Oh, it's got GA strength. Whoopie doo, dude. It's worth like 50 mil. Do I have a giant stride? There's no way. Imagine if I just had one in here, just like sitting. I have a max roll brawlers though. Hey, veteran. No, there's no way, right? I don't have I don't have one just sitting in here. That would be the most cash money thing of my entire life. I do not. Fudge. I mean, the only thing for it is to roll for rings, right? Meow. But I don't think I've had an ancestral legendary in about 5,000 years. I've only ever had someone offered you 100 mil for a max roll third blade. A max roll third blade, even if it's non-ancestral, is probably worth like 1 bill. Why can't I? I've not hit I've not hit an ancestral legendary in forever.
Until next time.
Like, not for the longest time. It's always uniques. Oh, I got some massages here. Hang on. You know, what are my cooldown rolls? Damn, I don't know. I think they're fairly decent. I mean, there's not much else I can do without like huge investment across the board for a lot of this stuff. I don't have enough Obadu sight. Should I try a nightmare dungeon? See how that feels on this build. Could be good. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Excuse me. Oh yeah, why am I fighting these? This is a nightmare dungeon, right? I'm just trying to zoom through as fast as possible, my guys. Excuse me. Which way do I go? Where's the money? Hey, Andeezy. How you doing, mate? I hit one enemy. Man, having giant strides, dude, right then I would have just carried on jumping. No problems. Can I jump through there? I can. That's cash money. I'm not doing this because I have self-respect. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jumping down on a map is like kind of troll as well, though. Excuse me. It like doesn't like it at all when you do that. Damn it. Where, boss? Sumi. Ooh. An ancestral. Happy Halloween, Raven. You need to take. Wait, what are you wearing, dude? You got any pictures? The agenda today, we're just chilling, farming some mats, you know, drinking a bud, watching the game. Nothing too crazy. Oopsie daisy. Protecting. How much obbushite did I get? Did I get enough? I did. Watch this, dude. Watch this. I'm gonna hit the best thing ever, dude. Boom! Max life. Literally worst thing ever. Holy. Actually, I just realized I haven't re-rolled that gear. That's fine. Movement speed is fine, but overpower damage? Yeah, I don't need that. We'll go for the crit, baby. Boom. Very nice. Max life. What do I want? Max life, crit damage, surely. There it is. All right. Little DPS boost there for me. Let's try that again. That was kind of good. Corrupted Grotto. You're Oogie Boogie from the night before Christmas. It looks like a sack, right? He's like a big sack, big spooky potato sack. If I remember, I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. I don't think. Oh, Animus carriers. Oh. The worst kind, and they're not picking it up. They take forever to drop it naturally. I haven't got time for that. Blasting Shrine, don't mind if I don't, because I missed it. Malignant Farts, we'll take those. Where's the last one? That was the last one, right? Nice! Is this better? I don't think so, Adrian, no. It's a decent option. Nice, nice, unique sort of gameplay style. A lot of people like Leap Quake. You know, it's an iconic thing. But I don't think it's better than Whirlwind in terms of like speed, in terms of gear requirements. It kind of loses out on all of those fronts, in my opinion. What am I even doing here? I gotta kill demonic what's-in-my-jigs. This way. There's the last one. Smash it up. Nothing survives. And I'm out. Peace. What's the new event going on? Don't know. Haven't seen it even once. How much obbu did I get? Like, despite like the fact that I was like running through, not picking any up, not very much. Probably a lack of like other damage reductions, Adrian. Like for me, you know, I get a lot of damage reduction from bleeding enemies here, like 30%, 20% from my Shaco, and then, you know, a lot from here as well. So I have is this damage reduction? No, that's not. I know I have some somewhere. Got all my all res there. Damage reduction here from vulnerable enemies. There's a bunch that you should probably be taking, but also max life as well. Like, I've got 22k, which is quite a bit. That helps a lot, obviously. But other types of damage reduction. Res and armor is just kind of like the first thing. After that, you need to start targeting other types of damage reduction. Max life is really important as well. You should have it on like your weapons. Oh, I got a refinement. Let's try an Undercity with this build. See how it goes. I don't know if I want to risk a refinement on it, but let's just give it a shot. See what happens. Can't be too bad, can it? Not yet, Indiana Jones, mate. Not yet. I can pretty accurately guesstimate how good it's gonna be though, and I'd say it's a B tier build for the Barbarian. Strong enough to do all of the content in the game, absolutely, but slower than the rest of them, or most of them. It's not the best AOE spec. So you do all right in the pit, you'll do all right killing bosses, but hordes, Undercity, Nightmare Dungeons, Hell Tides, those are all gonna suck. Those are all gonna suck pretty bad. Pretty good damage there. No enemies here? I come all the way up here to check if there was enemies. Gotta kill everything here because I don't trust the Undercity sometimes gives you like hardly enough enemies. God damn. Giant strides, please. I don't even know if it's possible for me to get one this season. Probably not, right? Probably not. Doink. You know, I think I'm using the I'm definitely using the wrong mercenary for this build as well, so I definitely should take a look at changing that to make things a little bit more gooder. Make them gooder for myself. Why double swing bad or worse than Whirlwind? Has no AoE and not very good like uniques and aspects to make the damage go up, so it tops out very early on. You got 0 armor at level 241, killing everything in pit 100. But you're playing Spiritborn? Yeah, Spiritborn just lives through barrier, right? You just barrier generates so much that you don't need need to worry about defenses. You could probably get away with that with the Mighty Throw Barb as well, because that generates so much barrier that it's just immortal. But you can't get away with that with a lot of Barb builds. We have heals. We have a lot of like access to DR, but unless we're armor capped and res capped, I think we're quite squishy. Be quite squishy indeed. Pyong. I mean, this hasn't been a terrible Undercity, you know? This is actually been kind of slick. How does it look to you guys? Like, from my perspective, every time I hit one enemy and don't get my reset for like a second and a half, I really feel those moments of downtime. But do you think it looks that bad from like your point of view? I'm just worried about promoting it and then people are being like, it plays like shit. Because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. Before I release my builds, I like to know that they play well. And this has that one small flaw that can be fixed, but getting a max roll giant stride is like asking someone to get a quad GA Shaco. Like, it's just fucking impossible. So yeah, just win the lottery and then you have money, duh. It's hard to look at. Are you talking about the build, or are you talking about me? Will I play PoE2 digital? I plan to go absolutely ham on PoE2. I'm going to be not pivoting into it, but I'll be adding it as like the yin to Diablo's yang. So I'll be doing as much, if not more content, especially as it launches. I'll probably be doing more PoE content and Diablo content, but I'll be doing like a mixture between two. I think it's going to be a pretty big step for me as a creator, because I've always only done Diablo. And Diablo's been out for a year. I've been kind of finding my feet and everything like that. And also understanding the market for Diablo as well, which is, you know, from a very boring businessy point of view, Diablo for a content creator is only really good for the first like 4 to 6 weeks of a season. And then it starts to plummet like a lead balloon. Because let's be honest, we all kind of get tired around this point. Like, a lot of people are starting to taper off right now. Trying a couple more builds, but, you know, bored of the one that they liked. Maybe doing a couple more things. Of course, a few people stick around, especially like, you know, people who play casually. They don't get as much done. But here's kind of where the game is at its apex, and it starts coming back down. And so for me, it's absolutely super duper exciting to have another game, PoE2, like a fucking huge game, by the way, a game I would have just played even if I wasn't a streamer, there to pick up the slack and then always have something new and exciting to do. Super, super dope. I'm really, really pumped for it. But it's gonna be a bit of a learning curve for me. Having 2 games, big step up for me. I think it's gonna be. It's going to be a pretty substantial challenge trying to balance everything, but I mean, I look forward to it. I'm really excited for it. I fucking want to play the game so bad. Frothing at the mouth. I'm sat here going ballistic waiting for it. So the answer is yes, I am going to be playing it. 2 weeks? I mean, some people for sure. But I'm telling you from my purely analytical point of view, from like a boring business point of view, I can tell from like the numbers on my stream, from the numbers on my YouTube, it's about literally this week. And it just starts to go. Blop. You're on your 5th character, Nim. God damn. Well, to be fair, I've got 3 max levels, and then I've got like 1 of like every other class that I'm leveling up off stream. I am Tinky Winky, yes, and Easy. I am Tinky Winky, and you know, now you know. The truth is finally out. Sirico Caverns would be dope for this build. Can I answer the other question? Only if you blow me a kiss. I need a little kissy blown my way. Let me know when you've done it. What was it? Can you explain to me why we don't have overpower build? Why we don't have an overpower build? We do. Mighty Throw, Death Blow, Upheaval, Hota. Those are all overpower builds. Barb actually has the most. I think maybe if you've been watching my channel for the past 2 weeks, I've been playing Whirlwind and Leapquake. These builds cannot overpower. It's going to be amazing. Absolutely, Wizard. Absolutely. I'll be playing the closest thing to a barbarian that I can find, which I suspect will be a warrior. Obviously, until I get my hands on the game, I'm not too sure on like what kind of skill setups I'm going to target. But if you're the kind of person who likes playing melee-based, barbarian style, you know, like knight or berserker style stuff, then that's exactly what I'm going to plan on doing for PoE 2 as well. And I'll probably make very similar content to begin with. So going to start a lot with, you know, guides explaining the basic systems to the game. Obviously some build guides in there as well. And then we'll see where we can go from there. Diablo is pretty two-dimensional in the content that people like to consume. You know, it's usually how to gear fast, how to level fast. Here are the best builds, right? I feel Path of Exile has a bit more depth and complexity to it. People kind of want to learn the game a bit more. So videos explaining why a build is good and shit like that, I think we'll probably do more things like that for that game as well. But should be easy enough. Like I said, you know, we have a good 4 weeks on Diablo. We do like 10, 20, something like that videos in the first month. You know, really pump them out. Do a bunch of streams. I do like... Maybe I do something like 250, 300 hours of streaming. Maybe that's a bit generous. About 200 hours of streaming in the first 6 weeks, which is a lot. And then we just switch back to PoE 2. Oh, it's going to be so good. I love being busy. I hate not being busy. Done. Done. Did you hear the answer, Adrian? Fucking love being busy, dude. Don't leave me alone with my thoughts, please. just please no. Just no, not my own thoughts. Fuck. I need games and content, please. Hey, that's what it's all about, dude. It's not that I love gaming. It's not that I love content creation. It's that I need to, I need to not be allowed to think. I need to not be alone. No, I do love it. I do. I think creating content's fucking sick. Oh, it's cursed. Uh-oh. How are those OP builds when they don't use Banished Lord's Talisman? Because a Barbarian has other means to overpowering. The Banished Lord's Talisman is just one. That's literally just one way to overpower, and it's a pretty bad one, honestly. Like it's not really that good for overpowers. The Barb can guarantee an overpower very easily. We have Aspect of Sundered Ground, Earth Strikers, Boiling Blood Aspect. We have the Bonebreaker Paragon node. We have Combat Bash. We have... I'm sure we have another one as well. Dominate. Yeah, we have Dominate as well. We can scale it ridiculously well as well because nothing can get more HP than a Barb. We can Fortify super easy too. Fuck. What else? We have multiple weapons as well, so we can fit like Doombringer and Grandfather and shit like that into builds. Other classes can't do that. Then we have Warpath. We have Belligerence. All of these seriously good synergies for overpower builds. We're the king of overpower. Like, absolutely. Barb is the king of overpower builds. That's why we don't need Banished Lord's Talisman, because we're so good at doing it without it. We don't need it. We can run something like a Lockrins or a regular, like, Legendary Amulet, for example. I mean, I've always liked it as well. Double Swing is snappy, it's responsive, it's quick. It's just this season especially, because the difficulty of the game is like much higher than it has been in the past. You can't get away with it as much as you were able to before. I used to have a Double Swing Barb just for Hell Tides. You just can't do that anymore. Depends entirely on the build. So like, for example, 60% damage. Okay, that's obviously a lot, but so is 40% strength. Like, this increases my damage by 290%. I put this on, it's now 400%. So that was 110% increased damage, but as a percentage, it was around about 33%, right? So 33% damage just from the strength increase. Then I have an aspect, right? And it's a 50% increased aspect. So depending on what you put on here, if you put like Edge Masters on here, that's 35, right? Or 30. It's 30%. So now I'm already at 68. I'm already 8% more damage just with strength and with Edge Masters. Then I put counter offensive on, and now we're talking about an extra 15%. But now I'm at 70-80% extra damage. And then if you get a cracked necklace and you have like brute force as well, now all of a sudden you're at like 90-100% extra damage. So you can get like double, if not, you can get double, maybe in some cases triple the damage from a legendary amulet versus the Banished Lord's Talisman, depending on the build. But like, obviously there are some builds that do still use it, but generally speaking, a double passive greater affix amulet with strength will win in nearly every single case. But that's why these necklaces cost like 99 bill. So like, even this necklace here, this necklace would be worth like 30 bill, 40 bill or something like that, because it's ridiculously rare. A Banished Lord's Talisman is super duper easy to get comparatively. Like I have oh no, have I salvaged it? Oops. Never mind. Oh no, there it is. So I have like a 4GA Banished Lord's Talisman. I have a 4GA Lockrins, and I'm still using this. No, I have it. Luckily, I still have it. So, you know, it's one of those things. It's extremely rare. Most people will just say get the Banished Lord's Talisman because it's much easier to do. And it's basically, you know, sure, you're not doing the most DPS, but usually you're doing enough, so it's not really something worth sweating over. But if you want to min-max, GA strength, double passive amulet, and you're going to be like, pew, off to the fucking moon. You either got to win the lottery or have a lot of money on your credit card. One of the two. All right, so I'm going to do some more. I'm actually really enjoying these nightmare dungeons because they're quite fast. And I'm just being chill today. I'm going to farm some masterwork materials, chill out. Ooh, someone stood on my grave again. Can you stop that? Oh, not all keys. I want some Nahantu dungeons. Those are actually OP. What build? This one? This is Leapquake, mate. This is a Leapquake build. I'll get a planner out for this tomorrow, boys, and then I'll link it up. But be aware, it's not an easy build to gear. It is fast and it is fun. And if you have a max roll giant stride, it just gets infinitely better. If you have one. Does it scale up more than strength? Yes. To a degree. It really depends. For working that out, you just need to work out the percentages, right? So, you know, if you're looking at strength, 300 strength is what, like 7% of this? Whereas like 40% resource is like 15% of this. So it's kind of hard to say. It depends on how low your strength is. It depends on how high your resource is. For the whirlwind build specifically, though, if you're also using a Lockrins, then you're getting additional value from it because you get increased critical strike damage, which is multiplicative with the Lockrins. So I tend to like to double dip into it for that reason. But it's a variable. It depends really on how much resource you have, how much strength you have, because the numbers get higher, you incur diminishing returns. So there is no right or wrong answer. However, you can stack either or, and the end result would still be a positive. That's why you see me, like, I don't tend to get too crazy about like rolling all three on the same thing. I'm like, okay, I hit 2 resource and 1 strength. I'm not gonna spend another week farming fucking 10,000 Forgotten Souls and 200k Obusite for 1% extra damage. I'm not gonna do that. So I would recommend the same to you guys, unless you're like looking to push the absolute beans out of your build and like just play one thing to 100%. If you hit like something like strength when you're aiming for max resource, I'd just stick. Real talk, like unless you plan to play for like 300 hours on one build. You lost your hardcore Barb. Ah, shit. Rip, dude. Rip. What level? Max level? Or you get lucky? Let's be honest, that never happens. Like, could you imagine, like, hitting your Masterworks every single item on the, like, first or second try? Like, oh, dude, this game's easy. I just crit Masterworked everything, bro. I actually, like, I farm for like 8 to 10 hours and then I spend all of my materials and still don't hit. Dude, it gets me so mad every day. Every day is exactly the same. And because I'm trying to test out multiple builds, it's even more frustrating because I can't really like show the build in its best light if I'm trying to hit certain like cooldown reduction caps, or, you know, I need to max out a Paragon node or something to make the damage scale properly. And, you know, you're seeing it here with like the cooldown reduction on Leap is kind of making the build a little clunkier. But to fix this issue, I probably need to sink 100 hours into this build. Like, I actually, you know, I can't even realistically expect, even if I played for 10 hours a day, to hit a giant stride max roll. Like, it's nearly impossible. It's a ring. It's a resource aspect as well, the hardest ones to get, because they can only roll on rings and amulets. And amulets and rings, especially amulets, are ultra rare. You just don't get that many. And so you're basically, you're better off waiting to see if somebody else puts one on the Diablo.trade website and then just buying it for 60, 70 bill. You'd be more likely to get 60 bill than you would be to find one. Helltide is your best friend. I mean, you can target farm rings a little bit, right? You can get like 2 or 3 chests of them, but they're still extraordinarily rare. I just had a moment in my head there where I was like, no fucking way. But, you know, obviously no fucking... No, I was huffing premium grade cope then for sure. There was no fucking way that was it. I was like, oh, here we go, baby. Complain and thou shalt receive. It's happened before, but not today. Dang it. What's this? Wow. Iron, whatever the fuck. Can't even say that word. Cenotaph? Cenotaph. What's that? I got someone at Blizzard just throwing out fancy words and like, that's great, put it in. What ring am I after? Hey, Furious. I'm after a ring, an ancestral ring with a max roll, 3.5 second giant stride. Do you got one? If anybody has one, I will actually send you IRL, real life, used Dalkora sock. And not used in a sus way. I mean, I just wore it on my foot, right? Nothing weird. You'll check the wife's barb. You have one, you give it to me, and your wife's like, that ring, that I had a ring in here. I just spent all of the gold that I've saved up in the last 6 weeks, and I just bought it for 50 bill. Do you know where that went? Yeah, no, I gave it to Dalkora. You fucking what? You just sold 2 items, 27 bill. Must have sold a item power 750 ring and and an ancestral ring with Raider Affix max life on it. Good old inflation. Oh, max roll aspects, don't get me started. We just went off on it already. Oh, is that for me? Oh, tubby biscuits, tubby toast. Ah, that's hot. Oh, it's hot. Woo. Oh. I had to get some hot sauce on that motherfucker. No, they do know. They do know. People have been banging on about it for ages. I hope. Wait, did we get the mid-season patch? No, we haven't yet, right? I hope that that's part of it, personally. Is this the way? You're squishy on which on which build, Zero? I can tell you how to get the tankiness for the build. The secret sauce, the tech. Dust Devil Whirlwind. Does your Rager Harrogath look like that? You need to masterwork the damage reduction and try and get a GA on it if you can. That's the biggest thing right there. That makes a huge difference. They'll get there, Adrian. Just give them another 3 to 5 years. We'll be fine. We're almost there. Where can I put this 1 point? Oh, wait. Oh, dude, I can get loads of earthquake damage. You have 1 GA on damage reduction. That's what... So, don't sacrifice too much of the unique effect, though. 46 is fine. 46 is pretty good. But you will notice a considerable difference in your survivability. Survivability. There's nothing wrong with that though, Adrian. Like, I would recommend to everybody just not to think of Diablo as a one game. You know what I mean? Like, I remember for the longest time I was always looking and hoping for just like that new one game. I played WoW for like 13 years. So I fully get that feeling. Diablo just isn't that. Diablo is a blaster game. It's the kind of game you log into, go ballistic for 4 weeks, and then take a break from it. Honestly, unless like you spread your gameplay out, if you play like 3 to 4 hours every day, take the weekends off, right? It will last a lot longer naturally, but there's about 100 hours to 100 to 200 hours depending on like what you want from a season in terms of gameplay. And after that, I think you really are kind of just forcing it at that point. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that because they come back every season. Like, you know, there's something new to do. It feels pretty good. Feels pretty refreshing every time that I come back. And it's fair enough, right? It gives you enough time to play other games and shit. It sucks if you are looking for a one game. But honestly, I feel like those games are just dead. There's nothing like that anymore that isn't just some absolutely horrifically time-gated, drip-fed shitstorm. I think maybe they were always a bit like that. We just never noticed. But like these days, any game that's like built to be a one game are just awful. There's a few exceptions, but those games are like... I mean, WoW is kind of like that still. I think PoE has almost enough content to do that. I think a lot of people do play it like as their only game. But even then, I do still believe there's a degree of like overplaying involved there where they're just like people get bored toward the end, right? Or do I have a guide? Eldranox, I'm still making this build. Once I get off the stream today, I think I spat all over my mic. I think I will probably put a build guide together for this. I'm with you, chap. D4 into... I mean, Torchlight Infinite, yeah. Into PoE, into Last Epoch. I basically do the same thing right now, but without the Torchlight Infinite. I never got into Torchlight. I played it a little when it first came out. I did enjoy it, but I never got any farther into it. And for me as well, my time outside of streaming is fairly limited, so I do kind of welcome the little small break I get. What am I doing? Nightmare Dungeons. Oh, wait, what? Wait, I'm not done? Wait, oh, dude. Okay, I did open one. I didn't do it. Right, gotcha. But that's it. I think you hop between them each season. You soak up the first month, blast it, have a good one, and move on to the next one that just, you know, the next seasonal release for the next ARPG. That's the way forward, boys. That is the way forward. That's what I'll be doing. Is this version better than Whirlwind? I wouldn't say so, Ola. I like Whirlwind much more. And this gear, or the gear required to make this smooth, is ultra, super, giga, mega, like, impossible to find. Like, seriously impossible to find. I don't have it. I'm making a pretty good, like, job of, you know, using what I have. I think Torchlight looks like a pretty solid game, and from what I remember playing, I enjoyed it. I just, honest to God, I'm prioritizing just games that I know I can make, like, the most the most content with, and that for me is D4 and Path of Exile. And I do like to do, and I do like a week or two streaming Last Epoch. I have a real soft spot for Last Epoch. I know it's not like, I know it's not as refined and polished as the other two games, but fuck it, like some of the game systems that they have are just so smart. I really, really enjoy them. Like the way they do solo self-found and the Circle of Fortune and all that shit. Boy, oh boy. I feel like every ARPG could learn from that. The monolith system is pretty good as well. I like having some like progress to your world state. That's neat. And then the crafting as well is really intuitive. Or really, not intuitive. Intuitive? No, that's the wrong word. That means like easy to use. It's original. So I think that that's a fantastic game. And I like to do a couple of weeks on that. Do a couple of build guides. It's good shit. Masterworking is probably masterworking and glyph levels is probably what's letting you down, Ola. They're really important. Don't sleep on the value of masterworking and on your glyph levels. They make a substantial difference. Even if it doesn't look like it, if like you're like, oh, I got like an extra 3% damage, because of how damage works in Diablo, 3% damage is probably more like 20% damage. So it's really important that you scale those up. A lot of people really really misread the glyphs as well. Glyph levels are huge, dude. Really important. Most expensive item to get Leap Quake going? The max roll Giant Stride for sure. Other than that, probably the amulet. The amulet would be the second most expensive because you're going to want a passive plus strength minimum. Crit chance, you don't really need crit chance. You could use cooldown reduction, but ideally you'd want something like Pit Fighter. Like that would be, I think Pit Fighter would be the absolute fucking bee's knees. Oh crikey, Ghost. Yeah, you're sitting on like double damage, my boy. If you get them just to like level 46, you'll probably double your damage. Giant's Leap is an aspect. It's a resource aspect, so it can only roll on rings and amulets, but it's this aspect here. To get that 3.5, I don't know if it's possible. Nobody's selling it, so there are none on the marketplace. The only way to get one is to drop one. And all I can say to that is good luck. Good fucking luck with that one. A resource aspect is the hardest to get. Like actually super mega hard. That's the wrong build. I haven't done a build guide for this one, God tier. Sorry, mate. We're still working on it. It's been really weird not being able to wear my headphones because I got this giant fucking like Tinky Winky antenna on my head. Check the mercenary fenders. Do I even have money? 94. Oh, I don't think I have the money. It's a good idea though. 690. You are right though. You can get a lot of aspects from the mercenaries. I'll go have a look. Is it different for each character? That's cheeky. Hey, what's up, Dash? What's up, bud? Oh, hello. Boss Mats. Yoink, 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 yoink. For the Fist of Fate question there, Ola, they are very powerful when it comes to any build that has a lot of instances of damage. So it only works with a couple. Like, it doesn't work with every single build. But the way to look at them is if you have whatever you have a roll off, essentially the damage increase will be half of that. Right? Because the average will fall around, I mean, it's not an exact math, right? But I'm sure there's variance in it, but your average will be around 50% of whatever that number is. So if you have 280, you should expect around 140% of your normal damage, which is a 40% damage increase. And so, I mean, compared to a lot of the options that some builds have, an on average increase of 40% is very, very high for a glove slot. Not to mention that the stats, crit, attack speed, and lucky hit chance in such high numbers are extraordinarily powerful as well. So if you can hit enough times to make it worth, and you have like a decent Fist of Fate, then definitely use them. But with that being said, if your Fist of Fate is like a 250, or really anything under like a 275, I probably wouldn't use it. I don't use them just because you have a pair. They have to be a good pair. That's really important. A shit pair of Fist of Fate will actually make your damage go down, so you don't want that. you really don't want that. You have 300 GA crit chance. They're good. That's fucking best. Best in slot. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's exactly what you want. That's way better than what I have. The unique effect, 0, followed by crit chance for most builds. You definitely need the unique effect. Over like 275, I would say, is the bare minimum I would even entertain. After, like, if you're falling below 275, you might as well at that stage probably just take regular gloves. For 99% of uniques in the game, the unique effect is the most important thing. There's a few exceptions. Eret's Bearing doesn't really matter too much. For Lokrin's Amulet, if you're already at 100% crit, it doesn't matter at all. So like, there are a few exceptions to the rule, but generally speaking, when you're eyeing up any unique, the first thing you need to pay attention to is the unique effect. You go from there first. Yeah, like prioritize it over any GA for sure. If I had a 300 with low roll crit, I would immediately drop these. I don't need the crit for starters, so that that immediately doesn't come into the equation at all for me. But yeah, I would in most cases drop it immediately. Okay, so Skyrim, to answer that question, the first answer, I guess it's a two-part answer. The first part, Dust Devils are capped at 15. You can't use more than 15 Dust Devils at a time. We're already creating far more than 15 at a time. So we're at the cap. Creating more would negatively impact the DPS of the Dust Devils themselves. And then the reason I chose slacking as the alternative is because we are actually a blue. We're scaling our damage through Fury because we have a Magnum Opus and we have a Lockrans on that build. So we get extra crit damage and extra flat damage for every point of resource that we have. Slacking gives you like 20 resource. So that's why. Two-part answer. That'll be $50. You just send it to me. Take cash or check. Cash or check. No problem. No problem. Yeah, no worries. No worries. It's, well, I mean, they don't tell you about it, so you just know. It's not written in the game anywhere, so I mean, how would you know, right? It's just standard Blizzard super secret tech that people don't know about, so it ruins build logic all the time. It is getting better though. They are doing a better job of explaining like caps and stuff like that, but there are a few missing still. Take care, Raven. Dude, have a good one, mate. If you got any clips of your Halloween stream, hit me up. I'm pretty sure I don't know if I want to look at it, but I mean, morbid curiosity. We'll call it morbid curiosity. Can I post? You Discord me, because my links on Twitch are not enabled. Shorty disabled them, and I have fucking no idea how to re-enable them at all. No idea. I need a message, Shorty, and be like, my stream is broke. See, no ancestrals, dude. I'm not making this shit up. I swear to God. Let's go check the mercenaries, because that was a good suggestion. Did I notice a drop in the damage numbers? Yeah, it's a fair bit weaker, Ho Sheng Jun, but it's also my gear is nowhere near as good as it was for the whirlwind stuff. Nowhere near as good. Can you actually get like a different shop for each barb? That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna check that out. Does the power on the pants matter? No, not so much, Adrian. The pants, they're there for the cooldown reduction, the all res. Everything else is pretty much like mega low on the priority list compared to that. All right, where is it? Where is it? Random media. Oh, to be fair, that's pretty badass. I was half expecting you to be dressed up in some like kind of kinky shit. That's kind of slick. Yeah, that's kind of slick looking. I don't know why it's just like anytime I've ever seen you in a costume, it's always been pretty sus. So that was a surprise to see you with clothes on. All right. Let's go have a look at the next shop here. You're going to be a hot goth girl this weekend? Oh, there you go, boys. Log in. What costume? Yeah, good. Yeah. This is just my standard attire. If you if you want to see Raven dressed as a sexy hot goth girl, there's a shout out. Don't miss it. Yeah, you'll be kicking yourselves if you miss it. Oh, max roll veteran brawlers. Do I just take that because it's a max? I think I do. I mean, we take that, right? We take those. Max aspect, dude. Yeah, we're not leaving that on the table. Yeah, Optimus, you're on the wrong channel, mate. All right, and then this barb here. This is about as exciting as I get. Like this, like, I kind of got some tinky titties in this thing, to be fair. Hang on a minute. There you go. Look at that. I got boobs. Wait. Hey. Boonga boonga. Oh, now they're gone. Oh. Those aren't real. I'm flat chested. See? They're fake, boys. I'm sorry. No, I can't. Maybe I can try and pop them out again. There you go. Look at that. That is not a good look. Like this suit makes me look like like shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. I'm actually built like a tank, boys. I'm gonna get sweaty in that. Hell no, dude. Teletubby! I got a squat to get on the screen. This tubby can throw hands. Watch yourself. Compliments only, unless you want to feel the pain. What happens when I give up boxing? This. This becomes my life. A full-time Teletubby. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the den. Welcome to season 6, Chappa Chappa. It's a beautiful thing. You're white. Wait, Raven, what are you? What? You can't be saying things like that in here, mate. Oh, you get a free. Oh, I forget. You get a free reroll on each class, on each barb as well. Bollocks! And now I gotta go back through them all again. Fug. And you're sending links. They don't work. They don't work here. Your links have no power here, Raven. I don't know how to turn them on. You have a strides 10 out of 10? What? Nexty, Gib. Gib. Sell it to me. I have 1 Billy. I can give you 1 billion gold. Dalkora, I got boobs. You can't link that. Does it not work? That's really frustrating. I will fix that. I will get on top of that. Hello, Kuruletz? Alright. I got another restock. Bang! Encroaching Wrath? No. Bam! Bam! Accursed Touch? No. Bam! Encroaching Wrath again? No. You get a lot of... You do get quite a lot of them, don't you, from this? Right, I'm on the wrong barb. You want me to feature that one? I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get a message saying your channel has been suspended for inappropriate behavior because I'm on there dressed as Tinky Winky going, hey! Yes, I do, Nexty. I think it's possible if you, but you like, dude, we're talking like we're talking max roll, cooldown reduction, brawling skill ranks, leap ranks, brawling skill cooldown reduction, probably still running Rage of Harrogath. Like, you have to be fucking locked in, dude. Locked. You probably need cooldown reduction on here as well instead of crit. You're gonna need the most preem gear in the universe, but I do believe it's possible. You're gonna have to have some seriously fucking shit hot gear though. Honestly, it's gonna have to be cracked. Right. How are we doing? Did I? No. Commodore Temple. That's not a terrible one. I can do that. Ugh. Good night, mate. Take care. I have 3 bill. I mean, I could make a lot more if I sold my gear, but because, like, I keep nearly everything that I get, I tend to not make too much gold, right? Because any good shit that I get, you know, stuff like this, I'll keep hold of it. Leaf Quake is coming along kind of nice. Not doing too bad, mate. Yeah, if I played 1 build and sold everything else, I'd probably have a ton more money. You do the event. I did by accident. You can barely notice it's in the game. Real talk. It's like it's basically a nothing burger. Like sometimes when you do a shrine, a butcher will spawn and drop like the same amount of gear a regular butcher spawns. So nothing. Now, depending on how far you are in the game, it might not even be worth interacting with. Hey, what's up, Gamby boss? You farming them? Oh, I mean, if you find a way to like repeatedly farm them, they might be decent, but I don't think that they're worth my time at the moment. I'm like, my gear is far past what I could expect to get from them, unless there's something I'm missing. But like, what do you get? Like 4 or 5 legendaries? Not too exciting. I gotta pay attention to where I'm jumping. I'm like looking at chat and then like I'm just like not landing on an enemy and my cooldown's going to shit. Big poopers, dude. Big poopers. One of these a shaman? Yeah. So anytime you see me standing still and not doing a leap, having a max roll stride would fix that issue. So you should be able to navigate like this indefinitely. But if you hit one enemy instead of 2, it will give you a 2-second cooldown like that. And that's the only time it will happen. If you don't hit an enemy, you're fine. If you hit 2 enemies, you're fine. But if you hit 1 enemy, you're fucked. And it will happen a lot more. Like it happened there. In that huge group of enemies, I somehow only hit 1 because Leap has a very small AoE. So it's very, very easy to do. I did it there as well, see? Man, I've never wanted a single aspect so bad in my life. It's fine on a boss because a boss counts as like multiple enemies. You get a lot of materials. What's the tech called at? I mean, there's no harm in knowing it. You up to 52 bill, Judge? Yeah, that ain't me. I don't really engage with trading too much. What? Want to buy back a money? 100 euros. What? 100 euros? What the fuck is this guy on about? Wait, how much are people selling those two for? What the fuck? Why is he... Euros? Yeah, I wouldn't even do 4 items. I just don't sell. You guys see me? I never use it. I check item prices every now and then. Back money. The price of everything's so scuffed as well. It's unbelievable. Get rid of trade, boys. Get rid of trade. Back is 150 mil now. Is it or is it? Filter. Sold listings. Yeah, it's kind of expensive for back. What's the most expensive rune at the moment, do you think? But look at sold listings. Yeah. Look at the sold listings. Back 125 mil, arm 100. Wait, this isn't right. Runes? Oh, how do I search for like all runes? Arm 110. Gar 55, arm. You can't just like search for just runes. I wonder if Lif is still like the most expensive. 25? No, it's like nothing now. Pock is good. Is a Pock selling for good? 30. What about money? 150 mil. Tech. $35. Oh, 150 as well. 120 mil. They're like, well, they're like 120 mil. How many tech have I got? $11. About money. 7. Not that many. Hey, I got refinement, baby. All right, we'll keep that. Excuse me. Hey, Chris. Are there any must-have items for your latest natural disaster build? Must-have items. Must-have. Eret's Bearing. Rage of Haragath. I think those are must-haves. You can probably play the build without them, but I mean, the build itself is built to play with the gear that's in it. Like, if you start to change things, you'll have to start changing other things in the build. They're not like modular. So usually each piece is being picked for a specific reason. The honest answer is that every piece is essential. If like if you don't have like the Ram Ladani, then the Lockrans is, you know, loses value, and then the max resource on the Grandfather loses value, and you really should try and have like at least a baseline of each item in place. If you don't have that, then you probably need to hold your horses for a minute before swapping into it. And this goes for like a lot of builds as well. They're not as modular as they might seem. There might be a temper on that legendary that you just took off that actually makes the whole build work. Or there might be a unique effect that is the core damage scaler for the entire build, and like all of the other items are being picked because they scale the damage on the unique that you don't have, or some shit like that. So if you understand the build, or you try to understand the build, you might be able to identify what's what, and then, you know, adjust accordingly, because it is possible. But the whirlwind build, as it is quite a late game build. My guide, it does assume that you have at least a version of the gear that's recommended. Fexy. I do try my best as well to explain the mechanics of the builds in my videos. Like, I go over like the brief concept, which can help a little bit if you've not seen it. Got a 3G8 Tibolts that rolled a 12. Oh, dude, that's going to be worth at least 5 mil. You might get more money from the Fender, actually, than from a player. I feel for you, though. There's nothing worse than dropping a big daddy like 3-4 GA on a good item just for it to low roll on the unique affix, especially when it's an important one. It's just like, okay, GG, well played. Hey, Toja. You're not going to scare kids? Are you sure? You think if you saw me coming down a dark alley, you wouldn't have like some slight heart palpitations, you know, elevated heart rate, nothing like that. With this fucking thing come lurking down the fucking road at you in the dark, I think it'd be pretty damn scary. Lots of enemies. Smash them up. Conduit Shrine? Rather not. One enemy, my bane. You got a picture in there now? Oh. You're just hanging up an empty frame. That's spooky. Just take a picture of me as I am right now. Stick it in there. Framed picture of me as Tinky Winky. No? Oh, that was close. Right, Ness? Alright. How could you say that? Some people might try to rear end me. People like Tinky Winky that much. Hey, whatever they're into, dude. Whatever they're into, I won't judge. Well, that's a good one. I don't think it's better, no, Toja. It's definitely a strong option. You can get pretty far with this build, but the gear requirements are off the charts. This is way harder to get the correct gear for, so it's a hard recommend. It's a great, like, you know, mid-season off-meta mess around. And if you're lucky enough to have a max roll giant stride, which is very, 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 very unlikely, then it would actually be a really competitive speed farmer. Without it, you keep running into issues where you don't have your cooldown. Like now, see, I just got to stand there for a second, right? Like again now, I got to stand there for 2 seconds. If you had a giant stride maxed out, that wouldn't happen. You just continue to jump endlessly. I don't think there's really any way around it. You can just jump right to the end of the dungeon, dude. I'm only here for the juice. Everything else is not important to me. Yes. Yeah, you need a chance to make enemies vulnerable. You can, though, for the moment, if you don't have that. Make sure you have at least 3 points into say exposed vulnerability. Sorry, what's it called again? Pressure point. Sorry, pressure point. 3 points into pressure point can kind of tie you over nicely. It might already be in the build actually, but you do need it. It's the only way on the ring. Or swap out Wrath for exploit until you find it on your ring. That's a good option as well. A couple there. The ring is the best way though, if you can get it done. Oh, they spawned. Too much damage for them, boys. They can't handle the leap. I like the damage being quite long lasting. I can just kind of stand here and everything will just, I'm not attacking, they're just dying, right? That's kind of neat. Just kind of hit them with a couple of earthquakes and then just carry on with the rest of your day. You know, nothing ever happened. It's pretty goddamn neat, actually. Kind of neato spaghetto. I'm not really loving these dungeons here. Do this one. Yeah, this one's alright. Oh, dude, I really want that. I want that aspect. I feel like the build will improve in leaps and bounds once I get that. You get it? Leaps and bounds because it's a leap build. Fuck it now, I'm so smart. Oh, it's an animus map. Fudge. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Are you using Twister and a Rumble? I am for this, yeah. Can this be played in parties? Yes, it doesn't use like Fury, so you're not really reliant on that, but you will run into this similar issue that I'm having, Adrian, where if you land on just one enemy, your cooldown will get fucked up without the giant strides aspect being maxed out. So I think for the most part, it's one of the better for a group. Also, you're fast as fuck, so like you'd be able to keep up with even a Spiritborn while playing this. But I feel like the instances of there only being one enemy to hit will be much higher, leaning to you having this issue a little bit more. That's a skill issue. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, why not? Yeah, skill issue. Just get good. I keep saying I should change my mercenaries. I think there's better mercenaries than I don't need Feriana for this one. The attack speed and the movement speed both do nothing for me. I owe you a kiss. Always happy to oblige. You keep that safe though. That's rare. That is. Not everyone gets one of those. That's an authentic Dalkora kissy. Give it 5 or 6 years. That'll double in value. That will, at least. Yeah, the Twisters, they just do whatever they want. Yeah, it'd be nice if they seeked enemies, but there is kind of an appeal to the chaos, because when you make like an absolute insane amount of them, they just fill the place up like this, and anything that comes in here just insta dies. What, no butcher? The what? Are you actually missing resistance? Because like I can tell you how to like resolve it if you are. Like if you're missing resistance, then you need to roll the resistance on the pants here. Like you can try and get a higher roll on it if you haven't got a very good pair, or try and get a greater affix on it. Don't forget to also take the all resist on your Paragon board. If you have to drop some damage, right, and go for like the all resist that's here on Warbringer. This will help a lot. There's also some all resist here on Force of Nature if you need to take that as well. Alternatively, you may be able to drop some armor and stack some all rest that way, which is what I've done here. You see I have more than enough armor, so I've done that. But you need 1,000 armor. And as for like staying alive, one of the biggest things that you can do for the Whirlwind build is to masterwork the, and if you have it, greater affix the damage reduction from bleeding enemies on your chest there. That is going to increase your survivability by leaps and bounds. Leaps, you know, because leap. I'm gonna use that every time I get a chance, boys. Absolutely cracked joke, dude. Big brain, 100,000 IQ joke. That's the best place to start. After that, it's probably just a matter of Paragon level and masterworking greater affix. Like, you know, getting some greater affix like life or something, which I haven't got. Helps a lot. But like, yeah, you see I'm rocking 21k. This is essentially the same build, by the way. Like, basically the same gear. Very little differences in terms of survivability and all of that. You should be rocking around like 15k plus HP. If you're not there yet, you're probably missing some of that in your Paragon and or gear as well. Uh-oh, Scourge of the Land. Uh-oh. He did. I'm getting a lot of compasses from this. This is actually a really good way to farm compasses, isn't it? They're just coming out my ears. Just fucking coming out my big ass Teletubby ears. Huh? I improved my aspect of retribution. Hell yeah. How are we doing on the old material front? 11k obdushite, 1k souls. We've been better. We've been better for sure. Let's max that ring out while we're here. So what are we on right now? 422. God, that happens every time. It did go down a little bit. Good to hear it, Sir Cider. Good to hear it. Barb's the bestest, most beautifulest class in the game. It does, Hosheng, but the ugly bastard damage is good, like so good that it's sometimes worth it. But the problem with a lot of builds with Wrath of Berserker, especially, is the lack of synergy between the what's it called? The lack of synergy between the way that you increase the damage. So this is actually like a pretty important thing to know. Wrath of the Berserker doesn't actually give you any damage. So it knocks back enemies, it gives you berserking, and makes you unstoppable. The only way you get damage is from Supreme Wrath of the Berserker, and you have to spend 50 Fury to gain 25% increased damage, and it stacks 4 times. So you need to spend 200 Fury to get the full damage boost. It only lasts for 5 seconds. So you need to spend 200 Fury in 5 seconds. Wait, you need to spend it instantly or you get like no damage boost, right? And so you look at the cost of Whirlwind, for example. Whirlwind is, let's see, 20 Fury per second. But when you're using a Ring of Starless Skies, which a lot of builds do, you're only spending 10 per second. So it'll take you 2 seconds. No, it'll take you 5 seconds to spend enough Fury to get the damage boost. So by the time you spent 50 Fury to get the plus 25% damage, Wrath of the Berserker would have turned off and you wouldn't have got any damage from it whatsoever. Some other like skills like Upheaval, Hota, Mighty Throw, they can spend it almost fast enough, but not really. Wrath of the Berserker only really works super well with Unbridled Rage, because it's basically the only way to spend enough Fury to get the damage boost instantly. But there are caveats to that. It does depend on the build. If you can get the uptime to like 100%, then that also can make a bit of a difference. But it's a huge leap to get this down to 100%. Without a Shaco, that's going to be really, really, really hard to do. But that's why you don't often see Wrath of the Berserker with the Ugly Bastard. And the Ugly Bastard, we only take it for the 80% damage. Literally everything else on it doesn't matter. I mean, if you can get Greater Affix Aggressive Resistance, that's great. That's damage reduction. That's a lot of damage reduction. And Prolific Fury is resource regen. So damage reduction, resource regen, and chance to do fire damage, those are all pretty good stats for every build. The cooldown reduction is the only wasted one. And the damage is insane. Like 74% damage is actually insane. It is a lot. It is a lot of damage. Did I open a dungeon or am I just dumb? I don't think I did. I'm going to salvage these because these are all dungeons I don't like. Senif Nightmare. I don't mind Senif Nightmare. I'll do Senif Nightmare. You only just noticed? Really? How could you have only just noticed? What's going on? I feel like it's pretty, you know, it's pretty there. Let's do it. World boss in 5 minutes. I can speedrun this. Can I? Nah. I can't. I'll do the world boss. Good shout, Andeezy. I'm gonna do the world boss. No, all good, Hoshang Jun. All good, buddy. Always happy to break things down. I gotta put my like 3,000 hours of Barb playtime to use. Actually, how much have I played this Barb? That would be interesting to know, because this is my second Barb, by the way. This is my first 44 hours on my second Barb. I think my main has like 150, perhaps, maybe a little bit more. I think I'm in like the 200 range at the moment. Somewhere in the early 200s for sure. Oh, look, all these people do. You've got 3 GA Dex life pants in stash and whoa, shit. There's only one on the market for 70 bill. Judge, how about you send a little cheddar my way? It sounds like you're gonna hit gold cap. I will look after your gold for you. I will take that responsibility onto myself. No need to thank me. I will check it out. Hey, Uzelia, you like it? You like it? Look at this. Oh, yeah. What I miss here? I missed another question. Having your glyphs over 46 is really important. So 50 is good. Good start. 100% crit chance. You can never go wrong with that either. It is cheeky, isn't it? Bing, bing, bing. Stop. Tickles. Be honest, how scary is it? It's pretty scary, isn't it? This is pretty intense, boys. Let me just hang on. I gotta go into full Tinky Winky mode here. How do I make my camera bigger? Look at this. I got the gloves and everything, but it's like a kid size one. It's like, it's not really fit me all that well. Pretty good though, huh? Pretty fucking good. Fucking yeah! Tinky Winky! Fucking Tinky! Jump, 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 jump! Boom, boom, bam! What a fucking animal! What's on the TV though? Nothing. I need it. Actually, you know it'd be good. Get a little green screen on here. And like actually have the stream in my tummy. That'd be fucking sick. Ooh. Yeah. The banana? It's not even the only one I've got either. I got another banana too. Oh, this little banana boat. This is for the cats. I don't know why I bought so much banana stuff. I have really no idea. Ooh. This is how I was. This is how I was thinking of going to my first boxing match at. So I was gonna dress up as Tinky Winky. The psychological games would be insane. The person I'm against, they wouldn't know what's going to happen. I think I psych them out real good. Hey, it's packed up right on my abs. There it is. There's my abs, boys. Oh yeah. Tinky Winky. Absolutely built like a tank. It is really small though. Look out. It doesn't. It's like a. Yeah, you can see it's like not all the way down. Ah, the world boss. Wait. Loves. What abs? Why can't I jump? There we go. Hang on. What have I done? There we go. Hey, what's up, Red? Boing, boing, boing. Oh, this is actually pretty, it's pretty easy to keep up with the world boss when you can just like jump around like an idiot. Yeah, also like when I'm fighting them, when I got my guard up, I can like stick the antenna in their face and be like, ah, tickle, 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 like that. You know, confuse them a little bit. Misdirection. It's kind of funny because I think this Tinky Winky outfit is the exact same color as my boxing gloves. I'll go grab them in a second. I'll have a look. I think it actually is the perfect color to go with my gloves. Let me have a look. I'll kill this boss first. We'll have a little look. Put the boxing gloves on and easy wants it. We should do a little bit of shadow boxing as Tinky Winky. Why not? I'll show you guys my skills. I get camera shy though. Come on. All right, let's grab all this shit. Kill this guy. Where is he? There he goes. Hold up. BRB. 1 sec. I'm pretty sure it's the same color. Yeah, actually, like, no shot. I think they're basically the same color. Let's have a look. All right, okay. Camera time. I gotta put my hand wraps on, boys. Yeah. Yes, dude. Tinky Winky getting ready. Hang on. Fucking thing. I can't get my hand in it. Oh, that would do. Hang on. My eyes are up here, boys. Yeah, alright. Who wants to go some with Tinky Winky? Come on, let's fucking have him, son. Yeah. Fucking Tinky Winky on it. Alright. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, 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 ooh. Got him, dude. Wow, this is hot now. Bam, bam. Oh, oh, oh. Hang on. That's a little bit too revealing. Oh, that's worn me right out. Too much physical activity for a stream. Woo. We'll make that a thing that we do in the future. We'll do Tinky Winky shadow boxing streams. Get some boxing shorts. I haven't actually got any boxing shorts, I don't think. That'd be kind of legit though. Oh, fucking hell. Oh shit. I think I gotta go take a lie down, boys. I'm hot in here. I don't think this thing was built for sport. It's not aerodynamic enough. For reals. Let's see. What's going on anyways? What's going on around here? Ooh, you know what? I'm looking at my preview on Twitch and it's like me dressed up as Tinky Winky with boxing gloves on. That's so good. Right. I'm gonna shoot off, boys. I'm gonna shoot off tonight. It's been an absolute blast. Nice little short stream. Halloween today, so I'm gonna watch some spooky movies with the missus and eat some grub. Hope you all have a good Halloween. Be safe. Those of you who are going out for drinky poos, all right? I don't want to find out anyone here is, you know, in jail or something tomorrow. And we'll catch you on for the next one, which will be, I think, tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. I will drop a raid over to Panda Glass as well. He's blasting some hardcore, so we'll check him out. We'll say hello. But really appreciate it. Fun stream today. I like this. It was a short stream, but I like the little Tinky Winky thing. I actually kind of... I kind of enjoyed messing around, being a bit more active on stream. That was good. I had a fun time. I hope you guys did too. If you didn't, then fucking get out. And no, don't leave me, please. I'm insecure. Panda ass glore. Where is it? Panda. I'm following Panda. Why is it not coming up? Panda G ass. There we go. Catch you all tomorrow. Thank you to everyone for hanging out. Also to those of you who dropped a follow today. Appreciate it. Hopefully I catch you on the next one as well. And then again, for anybody who did drop a sub or a YouTube member, anything like that, if you supported me in any way, shape or form, then thank you for making streams possible. I really appreciate it. I don't know, maybe we do more goofy stuff in the future. I had a blast. Catch you all real soon. I forgot to hit next raid, so now we got to awkwardly wait 10 seconds. All right, there we go. All right. Goodbye. Bye, guys.